Hello and welcome back to VLOGMAS. Today I am going to take you through a Sunday in our life of going to church, of cherishing little simple Christmas details, and then a little magazine flip through. So come with me and we will enjoy this day together. Today's Advent reading comes from Luke chapter 1. And Mary said to the angel, "How will this be, since I am a virgin?" And the angel answered her, "The Holy Spirit will come upon you, and the power of the Most High will overshadow you. Therefore the child to be born will be called Holy, the Son of God. And behold, your relative Elizabeth, in her old age, has also conceived a son. And this is the 6th month with her who was called barren. For nothing will be impossible with God." And Mary said, "Behold, I am the servant of the Lord. Let it be to me according to your word." And the angel departed from her. So Sunday mornings are really kind of a mad dash sometimes for us. They're kind of a cluster. We are on the praise team, so we get to church early. So we have to make sure everybody has snacks. I have breakfast. Everybody has something to drink. I have my sermon notes. We have Bibles, just all the things. Today has been rainy, and you will see that theme continue. So Andy wanted to bring in her little umbrella to church. All right, so we're headed home to church now. I just had to show you how cute this bow was that Andy wore today. You can see the road's very bumpy, but I thrifted this a long time ago, and I love it. And this scene right here is sort of indicative of the entire day. It was a very rainy, cozy day spent inside. So our friends at church made this wonderful gift of Russian tea. So I decided that I would spend my afternoon resting and getting some things done and having a nice cup of Russian tea. I think that the handwriting on the tag is such a sweet touch. So I had 2 loads of laundry that needed to be folded and put away. So I sat here and did that while the kids watched a show. And then I moved on to drinking my tea and looking at a Christmas magazine. So I thought we might look at that together. So I sat down to fold 2 loads of laundry while the kids watched a show, and then I put that laundry away. I have really enjoyed all of the Christmas things in the laundry, all of the different Christmas PJs, and it makes doing laundry just a little bit more enjoyable. And then after that, I decided that I would drink my tea while looking at a Christmas magazine. I actually have this Southern Living December magazine. It's a double issue, and I actually have the previous 2 years' double issues for Christmas time. But I thought we would just look through this year's and kind of highlight my favorite pages. So the first thing I came to was this recipe for homemade mac and cheese. I'll try to get over where you can see the recipe. I've never really had a go-to mac and cheese recipe, so I thought I might give this one a try. On this page, this woman kind of figured out that she was really good at doing tablescapes naturally. And so she made a career out of teaching other people how to do it. So it was an interesting article to read. And I loved seeing all the different looks. This one had a lot of color, a lot of texture, patterns. It was just really neat to take all of that in. And then to contrast, she had this one that was more white and elegant. On the next page, they had basically like an orange upside down cake. And I thought this was interesting. My dad's favorite cake is pineapple upside down cake, but I had never heard of an orange version. These vintage star tree toppers were so pretty, all kind of joined there together. This was also very interesting. They sort of compared different standing mixers and said which one was best for your needs. In case you're wondering, if you have a KitchenAid like me, it said that that was the best compact mixer, so it doesn't take up as much space as some of the other ones, but it still gets the job done. This was maybe my favorite page in the whole magazine. I think part of it is that I love the charm and shape of a real tree. There's actually a common thread between the presents at the bottom of that tree and this spread of a couple different pages. I'm actually going to be talking about this in an upcoming video, but there's a common thread in these photos that draws me in, and I wonder if you can guess what it is. And then, of course, they had a whole article on Biltmore, and there's such a charm to Biltmore at Christmas time. This section was called How to Holiday Like a Southerner, so I thought this was interesting. A lot of these were actually a lot fancier than I would make, but this little ambrosia punch actually sounded really delicious. And then they had a few different recipes, a few different variations of chocolate bark, and I thought that this one in particular sounded really good. It had pistachios, pomegranates, and some toasted coconut. And lastly, I am just so drawn to greenery draped down a staircase. And then this section of the magazine actually featured the cake that was on the cover. So it has a lot of different natural elements on the cake itself, and then it showed how they make these little cardinal cookies, which I thought were really sweet. And then they had this entire spread of just really vibrant Christmas cookies, and I thought that was so Christmassy. So here we have some camera work by Abram as we are working away at our puzzle. Hello everybody, happy Sunday. It is the evening time. We're getting ready to head back to church. It has rained all day long, pretty much just off and on. If you hear some talking and potentially some crying in the background, it's just the way that it is sometimes. I set my alarm for 6:15 this morning so I could get up and wash my hair, and the alarm clock went off and I just did not get up. I had such a hard time getting out of bed today, and I thought, it's rainy, I'm not going to bother with washing my hair, so there's lots of dry shampoo in it. It is very dirty. I just have it up in a claw clip. And my main goal when I get home, other than finishing up editing a little bit, is to take a shower and wash my hair and just get ready for a brand new week. We went to church. We were invited to a birthday party, and I would have liked to have gone, but the kids and I still have a cough. I mean, it's not so much so that we can't be out in the world, but I just thought, you know, being around like in close quarters with a 1-year-old maybe was not the best. So we did not go to the party. We just did church, we did lunch, and then we came home. And it has been such a restful afternoon. Brandon took a nap, the kids did TV, and we did puzzles, and I got some things done, which you saw a good bit of that. So I'm going to show you my outfit, and then we're going to head out. We're actually driving separate because we're giving a friend a ride home, and we don't have enough room in our car. So we're going to drive separate, and that'll be good. Let me show you what I'm wearing today. So this is that new sweater that I got. It's kind of like a light gray color, and it's just very, I don't know, I really like the way that it fits. Sorry if you hear the crying in the background. And I'm just wearing my skinny jeans and my Chelsea boots, and of course just having my hair clipped back. All right, well, I better go help with the crying situation. Everybody cries, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this vlog up, just tie it up with a bow and say we're headed to church, and then when we head back, I will just be finishing editing and washing my hair, so not gonna be really anything else to show this evening. But thank you guys for watching, and I will be talking to you tomorrow.